What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 93 overall Combine heroes to add to your MUT 24 squad, and you can add a couple of these. Let's start the video by going over how to earn these free fantasy packs. They're going to be found in two different locations. Now, it is very important to note that this is a two-part promo, and it's not going to be a very long promo. We got part 1 today, part 2 comes out in 2 days on Saturday, so it might not be a bad idea to save one of these fantasy packs for part 2 to see if it updates with brand new players. But let's go over the best ones for now. The first fantasy pack is going to be found in the solo challenge. It's very easy to earn right away. You go into the NFL Combine section, you take a look at the milestone rewards. There's a free Nate Wiggins in here as well that is upgradable based on how he performs in the Combine. We talked about this in the video earlier this afternoon covering the entire promo. We'll link that one down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. Make sure you go check it out if you want to learn more about the Nate Wiggins card. But if you get 34 stars on these solos, which again is obtainable right now, you're going to get your first fantasy pack that gives you a 93 overall Combine hero. The additional packs will all be in the Combine Field Pass, and you can earn these all right now as well. So if you take a look at the reward path, you can see I'm fairly close to the first one. You get the first pack in the Field Pass at level 5, another 93 overall fantasy pack, and if you scroll down a little bit further at level 8, you're going to get your second free 93 overall within the Field Pass. So we're now up to a total of 3 of these fantasy packs. 2 from the Field Pass, 1 from solos. Now, currently, there's about 18,500 XP available to earn. To max this Field Pass out completely, you need 19,500. So you're going to have to wait for part 2 of the promo to drop before you can go ahead and max this out. But once you do, you actually get a 93 plus pack. So this one isn't a fantasy pack. I think you're just going to get a random card, and it is B&D. You have the chance to potentially get something higher than a 93, but most of you are going to end up with a 93. And for that reason, we're going to cover all of the 93s in this video, but I will point out the best ones. And one other thing that I do want to mention is at level 2, hopefully most of you got this already, there is a NFL Combine strategy pack. So this pack contains a bunch of different strategy items, and the majority of them are going to only activate based on the Combine performances from these incoming NFL players. But there is a standard strategy item that will apply right now, and it does give +1 speed to these cards. Also, all of these cards get all 32 NFL team chems, so on a 50-50 theme team, you can get 2 more plus speed on them, and even if you go 25 of 50 on an NFL theme team, you're still going to get at least +1 speed. They're already pretty fast, but there's a bunch of different ways that you can boost up these cards and make them that much better. If you go to your lineup and then go to the strategy tab, this is where you would equip it in that program slot. But in order for it to impact these cards, you do have to change their team chem from any NFL team to the NFL Combine chemistry. So what I'm saying is you can't get +3 speed on these cards. You either got to go with a team chem or you got to go with the NFL Combine chem for this strategy item to impact the players. Let's talk about the players again. We're going to cover them all. So the first one is Xavier Leggett. We have 2 different wide receivers. They're both 6'3". Leggett's probably my least favorite of the 2. Not to say that he's bad, but the only reason I don't like him is because he has 88 deep route running, and I prefer the route running, especially deep route running for a fast guy, to be a little bit better. Now, if he's just strictly running a streak, that's going to be fine, but if you're looking for post routes and things of that nature, man coverage is kind of tough to beat right now. That deep route running needs to be much better. He does give you that 96 speed, so on a 50 theme team, you can get that to 98 fairly easy. The route running for short and mid is good. His catch and traffic are really good. The spec catch is also a little bit low. He has better abilities though, so he either gets short and elite for 1 AP, which is going to be good for like slant routes, in routes, basically quick routes off of the line of scrimmage, or he also gets wide receiver apprentice for 1 AP, which is huge. Unless you have a hot route master quarterback, this is a good ability because you can get 4 additional hot routes, and for only 1 AP on a 93 overall free card is really, really good. My favorite of the 2 receivers, though, is going to be Rome Odunze. I think I got that one right. Let me know if I did in the comment section. So he's also 6'3". He's -1 in speed at 95, but I don't think you're going to notice a huge difference between a 95 speed and a 96 speed guy. And again, with the 50-50 theme team, you can get this to 97. That's still considered really fast. So I like this card more because he still has the short and mid route running at 90+. but the deep route running's at 94. Also, his spec catch is a little bit better. Catch, and traffic are good. I think this card is better all around. The only problem is he doesn't get better abilities. The only worthwhile ability on him is going to be Route Tech, and unfortunately, it's 2 ability points. Now, you do have 9 on offense now as of yesterday, so you might be able to use that, and it's probably not even necessary. He's going to be fine without an ability there, so if you had to pick one or the other, I'm going to go with Roma Dunze, but I would not be mad at you if you went with Xavier Leggett, and again, you get a numerous pack, so if you want to take both of them, you need 2 wide receivers, go for it. Brock Bowers is a good card, but man, I really hate that mid route running on a tight end. That's about the most important route running attribute that they could have. He is 6'4", 94 speed with the potential to get up to 96 speed. Catch at 94, catching traffic 97 is really good. He's not going to be a good run blocker. He's strictly going to be a receiver, and he does get tight end apprentice for 1 AP, which is really good, assuming you're not using a hot route master quarterback. Third down threat and mid and elite are also 1 AP abilities that are available to you. I would go tight end apprentice or nothing at all if I were you, but because a lot of you probably have that free Kyle Pitts from the MCS program, I would stay away from this card. It's good, but I don't like the mid route running, and there's a better free tight end available, assuming you have it. Drake May, unfortunately, is going to be my least favorite card because the other cards are just simply better, and there's a lot of really good, inexpensive quarterbacks out there right now. Also, if you take a look, his short throw, mid throw, and deep throw are all below 90, so I just really wouldn't waste a choice on that. Aside from all of that that's negative, he also has a generic 1 release, so you're going to need Gunslinger, and if you want that plus set feet lead, you're probably looking at 5 or 6 AP. If you want Hot Route Master, set feet lead, Gunslinger, it is possible on this card, but you need to use all 9 AP available on offense, and this card is not that good to be using all 9 AP. So this is my least favorite card out of the bunch. And then we got 2 defensive cards, and this is kind of why I say save 1 or 2 of those free packs for part 2 of the promo, because there's no secondary guys. You have to think we're going to get a middle linebacker or a cornerback or a safety, and all of these cards have had really, really good speed. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a secondary guy in part 2 with good speed. Chop Robinson is very good though. 6'3", 250 pounds, 94 speed for a defensive end, and he also has 97 finesse move and 94 block shed. The tackle is low, the strength is a little bit low, but that speed, acceleration, finesse move, block shed combination is really good. You can get him up to 96 speed, and he has really good ability. So he gets no outsiders for 1 AP, which I don't personally use, but I know it is pretty good for stopping the run. The other ability he gets for 1 AP is Tackle Supreme, and the reason this is important is because the new running back Bo Jackson that came out, the AKA Marshawn Lynch, which is getting cheaper in price, and I'm almost certain we're going to see an LTD rehash of either Quadfather or Gus Bus from last year's AKA promo. They all get these really hard to tackle X Factor abilities that running backs have, and if it's a one-on-one situation, you're usually going to lose that battle. Tackle Supreme and Secure Tackler are basically the way to neutralize those players, so if you can start getting a bunch of Tackle Supremes or Secure Tacklers on your D-line, preferably at 0 AP, but even at 1 AP, this is going to be a way to go against that. It's not going to stop it all the time, but it is a way to counter it, so the fact that he gets that ability for 1 AP is really, really good. I like this card. The other option here, and I think Chop is the better option, but I do want to mention this. Hopefully I'm not killing his name. Jerzan Newton. Think I got it right there. Again, let me know if I did or I didn't. Left end, he's not as good to me as Chop. So 91 speed, a little bit slower. He does give you the 96 block shed, the 95 power move, 94 tackle, 94 strength. So I think he's actually going to be better equipped to stop the run, but he also doesn't get as good abilities. He does get a 0 AP enforcer, which is kind of cool, but I think that's better for like sub linebackers and users. He does also get no outsiders for 1 AP, and he gets edge threat for 1 AP, which is almost a useless ability. It hasn't been good all year, and you're now starting to see a lot of 0 and 1 AP secure protectors, and I'm sure we're going to see edge protectors for 0 AP on the offensive line. So to me, Chop Robinson is going to be the better card, and if I had to narrow it down to the top 3, it's going to be the 2 wide receivers and Chop Robinson for you to choose from, and it's not a bad idea one more time to save 1 or 2 of those packs and wait to see what we get for part 2. I will certainly do an updated video once we find out who those players are. Let me know who you picked down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.